Colleagues in the media, you may recall that in my inaugural speech on June 30th, 2022, I underlined the commitment of the June 4 administration to defend press freedom at all times. In that regard, I indicated our intention to establish a fund called the Journalist Support Fund to address press freedom and welfare matters. This morning, we have invited you here to address an issue that touches the heart of press freedom and which needs urgent attention. This has to do with the decision of the Ada Traditional Council to ban Radio Ada from covering this year's Asafu Tufiame, the festival of the chiefs and people of the Ada traditional area. Upon hearing the news, I directed the General Secretary and the National Organizing Secretary to go to Ada to gather first-hand information on the matter to better inform our intervention. The GJA delegation, which also included Mr. Efo Maugbe, interacted with staff of Radio Ada and persons close to the Ada Traditional Council. And so we have a good appreciation of the issues at stake to inform our address. Ban on coverage of Asafu Tufiame. Ladies and gentlemen of the media, it is instructive to note that since its establishment 24 years ago, Radio Ada has covered Asafu Tufiame every year. It is always accorded prominent place and space to mount its outside broadcast equipment at the festival grounds. But this year, for the first time in its history, Radio Ada was denied its status at the celebration of Asafu Tufiame. The blacklisting of the radio started with the Ada Traditional Council not inviting Radio Ada for the coverage of the official launch of the festival at the Treasure Island, Ada, on June 30th, 2022. On July 14th, 2022, the management of the radio station wrote to Ada Asafu Tufiame Planning Committee 2022 to draw its attention to what it believed to be the inadvertent omission to the regular protocol of the Planning Committee. The management followed up on its letter with a delegation to meet the Ada Traditional Council on August 1st, 2022 to further discuss the matter. According to officials of the radio station, the outcome of the meeting with the Ada Traditional Council was positive. However, the Ada Traditional Council followed up with a letter to the radio station same day, August 1st, 2022, delivering the council's decision to place restrictions on Radio Ada as follows. 1. Radio Ada will not allow to mount a stage, Radio Ada will not be allowed to mount a stage at Ada Asafu Tufiame Park. Nene, and that's point two. Nene will not grant interviews to journalists from Radio Ada. 3. Noah Dame, Sewawari, and Amano Ziagu, who happen to be hosts of programs with unrefined language towards Neneme, are not to be seen at the park in Radio Ada paraphernalia. Indeed, in our fact-finding mission, persons close to the Ada Traditional Council expressed deep concern about the use of insulting and disrespectful language by program hosts of Radio Ada against the enemy. And I must reiterate on this that we engaged both parties yesterday. We engaged the management of Radio Ada and also members of the Traditional Council. I want to stress on that. they cited the regular practice of the reporters mentioning the names of Neneme without according them their titles, and also inciting the people to hoot at Neneme and call them names during a demonstration. Colleagues in the media, whilst appreciating the concerns of Neneme as indicated above, especially what they described as unrefined language used to address them by program hosts of the radio station, the GJA believes the imposition of restriction on the radio station and its reporters is unjustifiable. In fact, it is an affront to press freedom as guaranteed in Article 21, 1A and F of the 1992 Constitution of the Republic of Ghana and Article 19 of the Universal Declaration on Human Rights. With all due respect, the Ada Traditional Council does not have the right or powers to impose such restrictions on Radio Ada and its staff. We also consider the barring of the 3 reporters of Radio Ada from wearing the paraphernalia of the radio station, and particularly the mention of their names, a threat to their lives and that of their family. We should be mindful of how such public disclosure of names of journalists are led to the killing of such journalists, and we should refrain from such actions.